Check 1 2 1 2. You already know who it is. We are back for the fourth episode
baby.
Live from the Platform.
We're gonna keep it rolling.
I'm your host JC. We got our host KP, and let's get into it. What a weekend!
I know, man.
That first game was trash.
It was, man.
Just trash. Like,
I know.
it was so disappointing just watching the game, and just every time you get to 3 and out, you're like, oh, punt. We should have bet on the punter.
We should have. we should have.
We could bet on how many times the punter was going to show face. That was insane.
But I'm a big fan of football in a dome when the weather gets bad, just because I like offense. And
it's really unfortunate.
That was a tough game to watch.
Yeah, but did you see that transition? Pretty much, I think it was the third quarter.
It started snowing heavy.
It just went from it was two different places.
Yeah, hey, Stiddy in the first half though he was doing well.
I knew that was gonna happen. He's fired up. He hasn't played in a minute. You're the new QB. You got to represent for the whole city. You're throwing him to the fire. He's gonna come out the gate swinging. But I knew he didn't have 60 minutes.
You didn't think so?
I didn't think he had 60 minutes.
I thought Champagne was gonna get more creative, but I mean,
they didn't take the field goal. They could have won up 10. They didn't take the field goal.
Hey, but at that point, though, because, like, Patriots defense, they're so good that when you're close to the end zone or if you're in the red line, it's, hey, man, let's go for it. You don't have your starting QB. So, to me, I like the play call.
It's aggressive.
It's aggressive, but, yeah, it would have been nice, though, to just take the points at that point.
I was like, calm, please, because you already know my Patriots got the dub, right?
Yeah.
Patriots got the dub, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, at least they got the dub. I wanted the Patriots to win. But like I said in our previous podcast, it was going to come down, man, both games to defense and special teams, man.
What sucks is, just on a parlay, I had Drake May to go over passing yards. I think Buddy was at like 39 in the first half or something ridiculous.
Did he cover it?
No, he definitely didn't.
I think he did. It was 34. It was 35, 34, 35.
Oh, no, you talking about the rushing.
Yeah.
Oh, he covered the rushing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm talking about the passing yards.
Oh, the passing
yards. Passing yards was just...
That was horrible, man.
Especially when, like, you were down at that point. You thought he was going to fire. But, you know, it is what it is.
That was my bad beat.
But you know what? I'm actually super surprised Ramondre never got that touchdown.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to score.
I think that was my bad beat in the game. No matter what, we knew it was going to be a game that was going to have
a lot of running.
The Broncos defense stepping up.
Exactly.
But I didn't expect Ramondre not to get over the line. I thought that was going to be, honestly, I thought that would have been the most sure touchdown of the 4 that we both created.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was going to be a lot of running for that game. It was just going to be one of the backs or just that game was Drake May. It just happened to be Drake May.
You were right, though. That boy was on his feet.
He was running.
I think he covered your over on pretty much almost one run, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. So I hit on that, but obviously on the parlay, Evan Engram, I needed 4 yards from him to cover that receiving yard. And I forgot what my third one was. Oh, my third one was for the second game, was Puka going under. I would
get straight into that game. Because at the end of the day, like, Patriots game, shout out the Patriots for going through over his Broncos. You already know we got that dub. It's another dub for your boy. Yeah. But as a game, I don't even want to talk about it. That game was just, The
Patriots game, It was like it was a snow game, so not a lot of work. Hard to predict. And actually, my bad beat was Patriots not covering the spread. So they just needed to win by more than 3.5, and they just won by 3.
I feel like that's some sort of a that has to be a Vegas thing right there.
Man.
Just because, think about it, man. Like, 3 points.
Yeah.
And that line kept moving down, right? Like, that line moved from 4.5
to
3.5, right? And then it made it a little bit more, if you're a football bettor, you're thinking, backup quarterback, you got the Patriots here playing them. That's a dub for sure for the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's thinking, what's a 4.5 or 3.5 point spread?
Yeah, so,
right? So I'm sure if you were to see the stats from Vegas, the amount of people that probably hammered that 3.5.
Oh, because you thought
if you're gonna win, you're gonna win by at least 4.
In a normal game, you would have thought Patriots would win by at least 7-10 points. But and I was like praying that they get a little bit closer, maybe kick the field goal. Well, they had a chance.
Yeah.
They missed the field goal to go up by 6. And so if they had scored that field goal, we would have covered the spread on that Patriots bet. But it is what it is. But second game, though.
Moving on. That game was, you know what? I should be a lot more disappointed because I did have the Rams to go all the way. I am still mad about that.
I'm sad for my boy, man.
However, my pockets aren't mad based on the best.
Exactly. Hey, you guys saw the post. Check our Instagram. We show you our wins. That second game was bang.
Took Kobe Parkinson over receiving yards, over 26.5, he hit. Took Devontae Adams over 49.5, he hit.
Yeah.
I even took Kyron Williams over, I believe it was 16.5 receiving yards.
Yeah.
He hit.
So those props hit.
All those props hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and then even just the parlays, putting it all together, being a little bit safe, sliding the line back a little bit.
Hey, but Seattle, man. K9 was playing like he was CMC. You see how shifty he was?
He's moving, man. He's going to be a problem. He's honestly going to give the Patriots a problem.
Yeah, he's going to be a problem. Shout out to all the Kenneth Walker fantasy owners. He's seeing the red zone more often. And then JSN. JSN was that boy, man. That one-handed catch.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was crazy.
God, bro.
The ball didn't even move. It just.
No, he just stayed there and he showed everybody, like, I'm nice. He just held it for the longest time.
So biggest thing I want to talk about from that game, at least from our perspective, based on the parlays and stuff that we put down, was we told you guys, right? The TDs were coming, right? Kenneth Walker was on the tutty. We knew that.
We told you.
Was nice. Devontae Adams was on the tutty. We told you that, right? What did you say, Cooper Kupp? Cooper Kupp was on the tutty. That was the real play.
Funny thing was, he texted me saying, hey, this is my anytime TD. It's all hitting. And I go, I just need Cooper Kupp.
As I said that.
Exactly. He ran it to the end zone after the catch. So, whew, that was nice.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had it all parlayed. All those, you know what I mean?
Oh, man. If we put that together with Cooper Kupp, Puka, Devontae, and Kenneth.
And then JSN.
Sorry. Yeah, JSN.
Yeah, JSN scored. Everybody was scoring.
You get a touchdown. Everyone you thought could have been the option of scoring. Like, I'm sure that for all you guys that are at home watching or whatever, or listening, paying attention, I'm sure anybody you thought was going to make a touchdown or take a touchdown that day
got a touchdown. Even that random tight end, Seattle, Bobo. Who thought Bobo?
That's his fifth catch for the year.
And it was a TD, right? Biggest game.
But those are the times that like you can use guys like that because you're not expecting it. Honestly, I look back at that replay and it was JSN and him were the only two guys in the backfield there.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you had 4 or 5 people playing defense, but everyone's eyes were on JSN. This guy had to walk in.
But even that JSN route, it's like, how do you leave him that open when he lined up in the backfield?
Oh yeah, for his TD?
For his little scissor route, you know what I mean? That was crazy too.
It makes me think all the time. Like even going back to San Fran and stuff like that, they're gonna dump the ball to McCaffrey.
Right. There's certain guys you just gotta cover.
He's gonna get receptions. I know Puka. Like I watched that game and Puka caught some balls. But Puka caught some balls that he pause, right? But he caught some catches that were tough.
But you know what?
Just to show you how good of a receiver he is.
Like we were predicting it previous posts, the stars show up. Yeah. And that was the game the stars needed to show up. Yeah. And it was a good game.
I saw at the end of the game he was all smiles too. Just
I know.
Talking to Cooper Kupp at the end.
Both former teammates.
And so you know what I mean? At the end of the day he gave his all, you know, and you gotta shout out my boy Puka, man. You're my guy from the beginning, bro. I had you as my first round fantasy pick or second round fantasy pick.
Crazy work.
But all right, bro. NBA, let's get into it, man. There's some good games going on.
I like Golden State to cover the plus 7.5. Naj Reid to go over 6.5 rebounds, and Stephen Curry to go under 4.5 made 3-pointers.
Ooh, under
for tomorrow's
4.5.
game. Yeah.
Really?
And then I have one more prop. I have LeBron going over 13.5 rebound and assists in Cleveland.
I think that's a good prop. Every time he goes back to Cleveland, he hoops. This could be, we don't know, but it could be one of his last games in Cleveland.
Make it memorable in Cleveland.
You never know.
And I hope he drops like a 50-piece in Cleveland. Crazy.
For those games as well, I like the matchup of the Magic in Miami. However, I think Miami's been doing pretty decent recently.
Okay.
Orlando's been a little shaky.
Yeah.
Orlando's been a little shaky, so I'm not going to touch players' pause on that game. However, I do think Miami's going to win at home.
I did win, though. College basketball, I had one hit. I went with, what was my bet? Let me pull that up real quick for you guys. For college basketball, I had Arizona covering the spread of -1.5 against BYU, and they just won by 3 points. Yesterday night.
You got to be the college basketball plug on this podcast.
I just follow the big games. Oh, and also the early game, the 76ers and Charlotte game, I had Colin Sexton to go over his 9.5 points. So that hit yesterday. So those are my 2 tickets that hit yesterday night. So
you want to talk about a sport that I like to wager a little bit?
Yeah, let's go, man.
Tennis, baby. Tennis.
Ah, man.
Australian Open.
The women's side, I've been keeping up with just 2 of the athletes, Coco and Naomi. But it's sad that they're both out.
Coco took a tough loss. Like, I had her just to...
Did you watch the game?
I don't know. It was at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up to disappointment. I was like, Coco, why?
Yeah, she was like -200, man. 200 plus to win. But
I had her to just win a set. Like, sometimes, like, for tennis... I try to keep it safe. Depending on who serves first, if like you're thinking it's going to be a 6-4 game, it could be a 6-3 game just based on who goes first. So I like to take scoring groups. Scoring groups is good because if you have somebody that you really feel like is the dominant tennis player in the matchup, then you just try to think, okay, is this going to be a game where they're probably going to get one break of serve? If they get one break of serve, then you're pretty shoo-in for your 6-3, 6-4 scoring group win. But you know what, honestly, whenever it favors the odds too much on like that perfect 6-3, 6-4 game, I push the narrative, bro. I like to think that it's either going to be a blowout and like I'll take the scoring group of a 6-0, 6-1, 6-2, or I'll go the other round and say, you know what, a 7-6, 7-5 game. Because the odds jump up crazy. Right? You just got to be paying attention. I watch a lot of tennis, man. Like, it depends on where it is in the world.
I just go money line. But this person will win, this person will lose.
As a real degenerate, let me tell you something, okay? At nighttime, when football's over, basketball's over, and then you realize, oh shoot, like tennis is just
alive in the nighttime.
Just getting popping. So I think like the Australian Open starts at 7 p.m., but like they'll go till 4 in the morning. I'm not
the Aussie games are like.
I'm not staying up like that. I call it overnight tennis.
You bet on it.
Wake up in the morning like, woo! I'll show you the one that I hit. I took
men's or women's?
Men's.
Oh, okay.
So first of all, shout out my boy Carlos Alcaraz because you won. That boy's solid, bro. Listen, if you're ever gonna put faith in two mans in tennis, it's Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. Okay. Those are just the two guys.
I agree. I don't know
unless they're playing each other. Like a Novak. If they're not playing one of the, like those guys, that's a dub. Although like you still have your guys like your Taylor Frieds, your Ben Sheltons that are solid. There's certain names that like if I see you and you're matched up against somebody, I'm taking the dub. A little helpful thing that I like to always use to boost a lot of those bets sometimes is you get like the stars in tennis playing each other. I'll always sweeten the pot a little bit by taking over 7.5 games in the match, in the sets.
Okay.
Because the thing is, all you're saying now is just you just got to win your own serve, which you already have a high percentage to win your own serve. You just got to do that twice. Whatever happens in the game happens in the game. So I like that fact. I took one with Carlos Alcaraz yesterday. I just took it super minimal. I said Deminor, however you say his name, sorry if I ruined that for you. I wasn't going to win 2 sets, so I wasn't going to go all the way to the 5th game. 3 aces at least for Alcaraz. I took over 7.5 games in set 1, and Alcaraz to take the first break of serve. Nice little wake up to some loot. Sometimes I like to put these little parlays together and still throw some.
Tennis is not my strong suit, so you know what I mean. He knows more, so you tell him.
Bro. Sabalenka is nice. Sabalenka is nice. Bro. She's powerful, and you know what? I
saw the highlights.
That's really what's throwing a lot of the women off is just how strong her forehand game is. So I was watching the game and like I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, man, like I don't feel like she was doing too much different than what all the other girls are doing, but what is that difference? And it's just the strength of how fast that ball's coming back. It's hard to control. I've never lost money on Iga Swiatek.
Really?
But I'm not saying that she's perfect. I'm just saying all the times that I have happened to put money down on Iga comes through. And if I know it's already a blowout team, I'm just taking or a blowout game, I'm just gonna take it straight. Like I'm saying,
just straight.
She's gonna win. Straight sets. Goff, we had our faith in you.
Man, I'm mainstream. I watch all the big names, and that's about it. But I would have loved to see her go a little bit further. Maybe that rematch with Sabalenka. You know what I mean? Because that was a good game. They were playing, the highlights I saw, they were playing on clay. When Coco won that one, I just felt like that neutralized some of the power. Because obviously the ball, when it bounces on clay, it's not as fast. But I would have loved to see both of them go at it again. But, that was just my take.
There's going to be a nice one tonight for the men. So Ben Shelton and Yannick Sinner, 2 of the names I mentioned before. You can't bet against Sinner, man. Alcaraz is the only person that like I leave that alone. But you can't bet against Sinner. Now I don't know if it'll go straight sets because Ben Shelton's young, athletic, powerful. I think he's got one of the strongest serves in the game right now. But you're also going up against a smart Italian, right? Sinner's in the top of the game, knows how to win games, and for tennis it's always tough because it only takes one break of serve to really take over. But at the same time, you got to think, if you're the best in the world, if I'm really good at tennis, and say I'm that much better than you, and my percentages are just that much higher, you got to remember, I got to win 4 serves, whether it's you serving or me serving. I have to win 4 in order to beat you. So 4 times 6, 24. That means at least 24 opportunities are going to happen, right? Where we're going head to head, and if I'm that much better, I should be winning the percentages, right? So it's tough to give other people the sets in that regard when you're thinking about, okay, I am Sinner and you're Shelton. Why am I not beating you straight every time?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm probably gonna roll with that. I'm probably gonna take.
I agree.
Sinner on the.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna take Sinner on the show.
I got no idea what's going on, but I agree.
But let's get into some lifestyle, because I feel like we came onto this podcast, and immediately it was like sports. We were right in the heart of football. So at the end of the day, it was kind of like you had your NFL playoffs starting. We kind of wanted to get right into that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like the people know who you are. I don't feel like the world really knows who I am. I think your followers do. I think people that follow you do. But who is KP?
I'm just a simple guy, bro.
Because I know
that likes to work out.
He's been here at the gym now for longer than I brought the gym over here. He was already existing in the space.
Okay.
Right? But a personal trainer, online coach.
Yeah.
Tell us about your business.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I do, train athletes, train people, and also do a lot of content stuff on the socials. Aside from that, I coach basketball outside of training in the gym. And yeah, man. Dad of 3.
Dad of 3.
But not as busy as JC, though.
You know when they say black don't crack, but Asian don't raisin, right?
Yeah.
This guy has 3 kids and he looks 25.
Pretty simple, pretty boring lifestyle.
Pretty boring.
But, that's how we got together, man. Just sports.
Pause it.
Sports and sports betting, man. That's why we started this thing. And so, how about you, man? Tell the people what you do, what you like to do. Hey, AKA Sangria God, in the building.
Okay, we're not going that route.
We're probably going to play you some of his mix. We could probably cut it and insert it somewhere
guys,
in here.
Long story short, because I know it's going to come up again at some point in time. I was a full-time DJ for a long period of time in my life. Started out at big clubs like Government, for those of you guys that know that establishment. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why are you laughing, bro? Government was holding 10,000 people a night on a Saturday, and I was in the orange room, the hip-hop room.
How much? Yeah,
bro. I was in the hip-hop room over there as a promoter when I first
started. They're not around anymore.
So when Government closed, that's when Rebel opened. Rebel, Cabana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So essentially, Government closed.
I know of, but I don't know
those
now.
2 spaces open. Yeah. So that was kind of the transition of that whole, because they couldn't lose that building and then not have something to follow it up.
Yeah.
I was over there. I was DJing for years, 4 years over there before that turned into something else. I was over here in Mississauga at Anco for about 4 years, doing the Fridays, running the Sunday rooftop.
Are they still around or no? They're gone.
Oh, it's turned into, I think, an Indian restaurant now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that whole establishment is just different now. But they're doing numbers over there now with the new restaurant.
Post-pandemic, everything's different. Yeah. I feel like the club nightlife kind of went down post-pandemic. And it just turned into the opposite. I feel like there's more coffee vibe.
It's music. Just people want somewhere that they can go have a drink, but they can also eat good food, take good pictures, and it's not like a high pressure situation.
Keep it healthy too.
Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like right now, it's like I still DJ. I do like weddings, corporates, and stuff like that. And like there's one establishment that I'm very consistent at downtown. Shout out Parlor.
You actually do mostly like corporate and weddings?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of corporate stuff like that for a while. But right now, it's like I'm just kind of...
Bro, I need to recommend you, because there's 2 weddings on my family, bro, coming up. One in June or July, and then one in September.
If they got a bag to throw, I'll take it. They got a bag to throw, I'll take it.
Good time.
No, but so just been kind of doing that. And I like that. I like where I'm playing at now, because it's kind of, you get like a versatile community.
More chill, man.
So where I play right now, it's heavy on the restaurant side. So they do really good numbers when it comes to the food aspect and stuff like that. Amazing pizza. So when I walk in there, there's already an atmosphere. Right? There's already people eating dinner, there for a drink, just kind of like getting the bar busy, watching a game, just like the FTVs and stuff like that. So like you kind of have that atmosphere, versus when I was doing clubs back in the day, it's like you're the first one there, nobody's there yet, right? You just have the bartenders and bottle service people setting up, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's like you're just playing songs, and you get the 1-2 people to straggle in there, and you're like, okay, how do I like keep these people entertained as like the night builds?
There's more pressure with nightclub.
Oh yeah, because and this is the thing, man. As a DJ growing up, if you were a trash DJ, or like you came across trash DJs, like people would leave immediately, right? Like people would walk in, they're like, oh, nobody's here. Oh, what the hell are they playing? And they're like, they're out. Like I feel like especially if you were like, and a lot of my years starting off, I came into the game at a point where I was warming up for some of the biggest DJs in the city for a lot of these parties.
Hey, that's pretty dope.
Shout out all my boys in the DJ game that have been cooking. There's too many guys to name. If you couldn't establish crowd control and like building a vibe and like kind of just really
So that was the
creating
main
an
thing
atmosphere.
for that. Like, it's like you gotta move the crowd.
At the time in my earlier stages before becoming like a headliner myself, opening up for a lot of people that would be headliners, it's like how can you now give the crowd nostalgic moments where they can be like, oh shoot, like I remember the song. They can relate a song while they're just there in the early ends of just trying to think about just having a good time, just to start the night.
Hey, right? JC got some crazy mix, man, in his other account, bro.
I got some stuff.
So he's got some stuff. He's got some gems. He's about to come out with some Fetty Wap mix.
Stop it.
Since he's out of jail. We're gonna clip that, insert it in between, so look out for it.
Want an all Fetty mix? I'll do an all Fetty quick mix.
Hell yeah, bro.
All Fetty.
I'm down.
All OG Fetty. I opened up Temple Fitness in 2018, the older location beforehand.
Seems like a while ago, eh?
It was so long ago. That's what, 7 years now? So we've been over here now, partnered in with Revive for the last 2 years. And it's just been perfect. We got good members, good community.
If it didn't come here and merge, like
we wouldn't be doing this
podcast man. So I'm grateful for that. His DJ side, you know what I mean? He's got to show it off more because he's got some crazy mixes.
You know what's weird, bro? I'll keep it 100 with you guys. It's so weird. Like I don't even like telling people that I DJ.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like there's a moment where I'm not taken seriously. I know it sounds weird, right?
Take it seriously, bro.
No, you know what it is? No,
I'm the most intimidating guy in this room, bro.
No, but I understand. I understand the career that I built out of it and like the success that I have through it. But sometimes it's weird to talk about because
I was scared of this guy. I'm like, man, this guy is too big, bro. He's got the ponytail. This guy might.
I am my own security.
The shit out of
I am my own security. Don't ask
me. Like a bodyguard. I'm like,
don't ask me for too many requests. I am my own security. I will shut that.
I was like tiptoeing JC into jail. I was like, I don't be in this guy's way. No, he's a big teddy bear, man.
I am warm.
Yeah. Obviously, we're both into training and fitness. Do you have a special routine that you do, or are you on right now?
Okay.
Gym-wise, you know what I mean? I'm only 3 times a week right now.
It's January. For those of you guys that know, I play rugby. And I've played rugby in the city for a while. I represent Canada for rugby league as well. So for me, it's like I'm in my off season right now. We're gonna start pretty much in March going outside again.
Yeah.
And that leads into the summer as well. So my off season, I'm pretty much very consistent. This is my routine year after year, essentially. I play indoor rugby on Sundays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
It's really fast. You pretty much get essentially all the same movement that you would if you were playing rugby, aside from like the contact.
It's just shorter.
It's just
field.
Field size is pretty big.
Okay.
But you're playing fast, less people on the field, but you're sprinting the whole time. You're getting a lot of good fitness in.
So this is what you do off season.
That's what I do off season.
Okay.
So I have that on Sundays and I have that on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So when I come in on Mondays is my leg days. Tuesdays I'll do core and conditioning.
Yeah.
Wednesdays will be my push day. Thursdays I'll do cleans and pull before going to rugby on a Thursday night.
A little pregame workout, pregame action.
Just fast twitch, just gets you moving.
I like it, yeah.
And then Fridays will be another rest day. And then I'll come in on Saturday, and Saturdays will be like push and core as well.
Hey, there you go. That's the schedule.
Ty said we gotta get food sponsor right here.
Yeah, hey, any protein company, food company that want to have their logo somewhere here, sponsor us, be featured in our podcast, in our videos on Instagram.
Hey,
let us know, man.
Hey, I know a lot of you food sponsors personally. I'm not gonna reach out to you, but when you see this,
we gotta grow a little bit.
I hope you be like, okay, you know what, maybe I might want this, right?
Don't worry, we got you. We're gonna be consistent. We're gonna grow a little bit more, and then once we get to a certain, you know what I mean, certain reach, certain goal, we'll be reaching out to you guys.
Yeah, I'll keep it 100 with you.
Yeah.
I don't track macros anymore. I only track and prioritize protein.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm looking at like 220 grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
So my philosophy on that is if I'm prioritizing to make sure that I can get 220 grams of protein in a day, then essentially that means I'm probably going to make better choices in order to get the protein and not other things, unless you're super overeating. And personally, I try not to do that. I think that if I could start the day with protein and go high in protein, that it's easier to manage versus when you start the day and your protein's low and you feel like you're playing catch up, it's a lot harder to try to chase that.
For sure.
It's harder to try to think, okay, you know what, shoot, I have 80 grams of protein to get at the end of the day. How can I do that, right? Am I just going to drink 4 shakes back to back? Probably not.
Yeah.
If you can start your morning where you're just obviously prioritizing making it a little bit higher, then it's a little bit easier to get there.
I agree. Yeah, it's more mental, you know what I mean? Having to think about more. It's prioritizing one thing, whether that's protein or whatever that may be for you guys. But no, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I try not to track, but just prioritize just getting my protein in, getting more protein and veggies in, and then from what he said, from that point, you're literally making good choices if you prioritize those
Listen,
two.
I need 220 grams a day. So if you're a company right now that wants to find a way for me to get 220 grams in a day,
Man, that's
please.
crazy work.
I'm on at the same time. At the same time, it's got to be good.
I'm too lazy, man. That's why I could eat more protein, but man, the prep is crazy.
Yo, let me tell you right now, okay? I've been putting a lot of people. I've been putting a lot of people on this protein right now, and I'm gonna keep it real, okay?
Yeah.
I've been drinking beef protein, hydrolyzed beef protein. And the flavors that I've had that were fire, sour cherry, raspberry lemonade. Bro, it sounds messed up, right? It sounds messed up. Shout out my boy Phil at Popeyes over here. Went over there to look for like a cinnamon flavored protein to eat with my oatmeal and stuff like that, just because I feel like if I use the cinnamon flavored oatmeal that I enjoy, I'd rather just put that with oatmeal versus like mixing bananas and dark chocolate and like peanut butter and stuff like that for the higher calories, right?
Yeah.
So I was over there looking for that. I scanned through pretty much everything, got to like the front of the store, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Because it said beef protein, but all the flavors were like lemon lime, fruit punch, peach mango.
So you don't even taste the beef.
Listen, bro.
So you think the quality of protein is better because it's beef, but you don't taste the beef.
It's made from beef. But the flavors, imagine you had BCAAs. You know what BCAAs is like.
Yeah.
Now take away like the aftertaste of BCAAs that you normally
And that's
get.
what you get, you're saying.
That flavor, whatever that is essentially what it's going to taste like.
Okay.
So like right now, I've been taking the sour cherry, fire. Tastes like you're drinking juice. The raspberry lemonade they ran out of, but as soon as you got the re-up. When you guys get the re-up of raspberry lemonade again, let me know.
No, but you say you mix that with your oatmeal sometimes.
No, bro, I'm talking about straight water.
Oh,
like, this is just juice, bro.
Damn,
this is juice.
I gotta try that.
So I would never put, first of all, just PSA, real quick. I ain't never put the beef protein with those flavors in my oatmeal. That's just criminal, psychotic. That's just not a thing.
That's
right?
next
And if you do that, man, don't tell nobody, I'll tell you that. But no, I'm telling you right now, end of the night, even sometimes to start the morning, the beef hydrolyzed protein in the flavors of the raspberry lemonade and stuff like that, drinking that at the end of the night, it's like juice. And I find that personally, like, I'm sure other people feel the same way. I take whey protein just like most other people do.
Yeah.
However, it makes you feel a little heavy.
Like that bloated
It's
feeling.
naturally, right? It's natural for most people to feel a little bit bloated from having whey protein. So a lot of people go the vegan route. And shout out actually A+ smoothies, your pumpkin seed protein fire.
And with protein shakes, normally I don't drink a lot of it. Like obviously I have it, but like I just mix it with my coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And maybe like the oatmeal. If I have time, I'll mix protein powder in the oatmeal. But mostly I put it in my coffee and go about my day until I gotta go eat again. But yeah, no, for sure. I gotta try that, man.
Hey, we'll get on another topic for coffee after, because caffeine, I feel like for caffeine there's so many positives or so many negatives.
For caffeine.
Yeah.
Are you coffee or?
I was.
You
I
were?
Was a
you
coffee
stopped.
drinker. I stopped, man. You know what's crazy? I'll keep it real with you guys. I'm not gonna age myself. However, from 20 years old up until maybe last year, I've used pre-workout for almost every workout.
So okay, but you still drink, you're saying you still drink caffeine?
Barely. So the thing is, I used to do like a coffee in the morning when not feeling energized. I used to basically take pre-workout for every workout.
Yeah.
And then as of recently, at the end of last year, I pretty much cut out caffeine, and I've been using a caffeine-free pre-workout. So it's a little bit more focused on beta-alanine and citrulline. I'll probably get corrected on this because it's science that has been discussed, but I'm sure that people are always going to have their opinions. And
there's different
opinions on it. But naturally, when you wake up in the morning, your cortisol levels raise, based on just the human body. And drinking caffeine also raises your cortisol. So at the end of the day, when you double up, I've now woken up, had my cortisol raised. First thing that most people do is they have coffee, and now it's going to raise it even more. So what point does that settle? I'm sure that there's going to be scientific studies that tell you it only raises for so long and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just looking at it like, okay, if I can naturally take away that second spike, why not?
Yeah.
So if I am going to have caffeine, I'm going to do it after I've eaten something.
Makes sense, yeah, it makes sense.
At least it's like I've woke up in the morning, I've had something, I've consumed something, and then now later in the day I'll have caffeine when I need it. if I need it.
Me, I'm a coffee drinker, so it's kind of like a ritual thing. It just makes me feel good in the morning. But no, I totally agree. Normally, I like to eat like some sort of like something before I have my coffee. So I would have a banana or something in the morning, and then make coffee, and then put protein powder in my coffee, mix it all up, and I drink it on the go.
Do you just put whey in your coffee, straight whey?
Like half a scoop, I'll put a little bit, mix it up with a little mixer.
So you find that the whey protein works well in your coffee?
Yeah, instead of putting milk, I just put whey.
You know what? It's crazy because I've tried some companies before in the past where like they made protein coffee specifically. Right?
That's a thing now.
Exactly, right?
There's a bunch of
I wasn't
products
sure
out
if there was like a specific style of protein that they're using for that coffee versus just if I were to just throw my whey in there.
Even Tim Hortons. I feel like the trend now is everybody's adding protein and selling protein within the snacks and beverage industry. Like Tim Hortons now, they carry protein coffee.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got all these grocery stores selling protein coffee in a package. I think you even got Starbucks doing it too. So I feel like everybody's adding protein to everything.
You know what? Some of it's a gimmick, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say the company name.
I don't want to say. That's what
I'm not gonna say the company name specifically where I saw this little gimmick the other day. But I will say a tagline that maybe you can reference close to this company.
Yeah.
Eat fresh. Okay. Eat fresh, right?
Yeah.
We know who we're talking about. You should hopefully know what we're talking
I think I know
about, right? Now, advertising sandwiches, and they're like, oh, these sandwiches are under 500 calories with 20 grams of protein. Yeah. And people are like, oh my gosh, under 500 calories, 20 grams of protein. I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, KP, right? Anybody here? But I would assume if I'm gonna have any sort of meat sandwich, from any of those sandwich spots,
don't kill me.
There should be at least 20 grams of protein in it, right? If you go into most of those places and get a 6-inch sub or a 6-inch sandwich, if it's over 500 calories, that would be a heavy sandwich, right?
Yeah.
I feel like most of those places actually have sandwiches that are under 500 calories that are more than 20 grams of protein. But they got to go by the most minimal of whatever the most minimal amount of protein that they have in specific sandwiches to say, hey, we're under 500 calories and over 20 grams of protein. Do the caloric math on that. The caloric math on that, if 4 calories per gram, 20 grams of protein, 4 calories, that means only 80 calories of the 500 is protein. So that means 420 calories is carbs and fat. So is that really a high protein option? Or is it just, hey guys, 20 grams of protein, get your 20 grams of protein in. You heard me say I need 220 grams a day, right? Now, that's not everybody. There's gonna be a lot of people that might need $150, might need 170, who knows, you might need 140.
It's based off of like your weight. It's dependent, the ratio is based on your weight.
But if you need, even if you need 120, right? If you need 120 grams as on a daily basis, if I go to Eat Fresh, and I'm only getting 20 grams. What, I need 6 of those meals? And how much calories is that going to be? That's 3,000 calories on 6 meals just to get 120 grams? It doesn't make sense.
But it's just
the
like,
math isn't mathing.
It's like marketing, right? Everybody's putting protein on their label, and they can sell it for more. That's all it is. But there are some good companies out there that put protein in a product, whether that's coffee or a snack. Now you got protein chips, you know what I mean? So
100%.
There are some good companies out there that have good products, but a lot of it too is like marketing. You add protein on, you can charge a little bit more for your product. But yeah, for sure, man, I agree.
Thank y'all for rocking with us again.
Episode 4, man.
Episode 4. Wanted to go through a couple things. Wanted to recap the football, talk about some NBA, a little bit of get to know who we are, right?
A little bit of everything,
Stay tuned for episode 5.
Hey, wait for JC's mix. We're gonna clip it with this video or whatever, or the reels and the shorts. Fire. Trust me, it's gonna be fire. He's gonna come up with some 20-second mix.
The Fetty mix.
It's gonna be cut in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we need people to tune in and watch the entire video. So we're gonna clip half of it into JC's mix, and we'll go from there, man.
That's not happening. He's capping.
Yeah, baby.
He's capping. Signing up.
Episode 4, we out, baby.